Hey everyone, good morning. This video is not planned. I just, you know how sometimes you wake up in the morning, you're like, I have a great idea. And it's probably not, but you do it anyways? That's this. So I was thinking to myself, every morning I wake up, and probably you do too. And every morning I have my coffee, or my tea or whatever I'm having. And maybe you do too. And I have like a morning routine, almost ritual, one might say. Like if I don't start my day this way, it just doesn't go well. Like I like my routine, and I think a lot of people do too. So I thought, well, maybe if you were sitting at home during COVID, kind of wishing you had a coffee buddy, and I'm sitting at home during COVID wishing I had a coffee buddy, maybe we could have coffee together. And we could just talk about stuff, except for that I can't see you. So I'll just talk about my stuff. And then if you think I'm boring, you can just click that X at the top right-hand corner. But I don't know. I just thought I would try this. So I'm having my coffee. And I don't know if you do this, but I journal every morning. This is a very big book. And I go through these actually more frequently than I'd like to admit. So my first cup of coffee, see, I'm not even speaking properly yet. My first tea or coffee or whatever, right now it's tea. I have two teas in the morning. My first tea, I write in my journal, but I write about what I want to do for my day or what I did yesterday or both. And it's very disjointed. It's like yesterday I did blah, blah, blah. And today I have to buy groceries. Okay, back to yesterday. So I do that for like pages and pages for my first tea of the morning. And then and that's often when my kids are like running around getting ready for whatever. And then when they go away, I have my second tea where I can kind of like, the caffeine's hit me a little bit and I can sort of organize. So I go back to my journal and then I go through, and anything that I'm like, oh yeah, right, I need to do that, I transfer it to this journal. Just realizing how nerdy I am with my journals, which is like a more organized version of like actual list form of what I'm going to do today. So for today, my things are, I have to buy groceries, which is not too terrible now that they have online groceries. My grocery orders every week or two are like over $500. So I really, really, really like the online version because then it's just someone else can do it and I just go real quick and then pick it up. And so I'll do that today and then pick it up whenever they say I can pick it up. I'm going to do I was thinking that today I would do a video for the YouTube channel, but I think instead I'll do some training on my own. I love, love, love doing YouTube videos, like a lot. As you can clearly tell, I didn't even plan one, and here I am yammering away at you, but I think today I'll mostly do training. So we'll do that. And then for training today, I think I'll do foam rolling, because it's one of those things that nobody wants to do. Nobody likes doing it. Unless you do, let me know. I'm curious. Is there anyone out there who likes foam rolling, truly? I'll do that. And then I have like a really cool playlist, like my favorite epic songs. My playlist is actually called Epic, and that's what I use for foam rolling, because you have to kind of be in the mood for foam rolling. You can't just be like, I think I'm going to foam roll and then do it successfully. That's my experience anyway. I'm going to do a lot of stretching today. I did quite a bit of like strength training yesterday. Not specific strength training though. Like I did yoga and ballet actually. I wasn't going to tell anyone, and here I am putting it on YouTube. I started ballet again for the first time in 100 years. It's been 100 years. So I started with like this one girl, her name is Marie Korova, and she's, if you know anything about ballet, she is in a company now. She's Russian, and she did the Vaganova method, which is insanely hard. And yeah, she did like advanced ballet bar. And I was like, well, I was like, I'm not saying I was good at all. In fact, I really, really wasn't, but I could do the moves. Not necessarily well, but I could do them. So I put on this this video, and I followed along with it. And I told my husband afterwards, I'm like, so I did some ballet today. And he's like, you what? Did you video it? And I was like, no, there's no evidence whatsoever, thankfully. And I felt like a fish. I don't know, I felt like a fish. Like, when you have a memory, a muscle memory of something you used to do 20 years ago, and then you go to do it and it's just like, bleh. that's exactly what that was like. So I did that yesterday, and I've done it like 4 times now, the same video, and it's a little less like a fish, but still more like a slug now. So I'm getting better. Anyways, yeah, I'm just adding that in just for something fun to do in COVID. I feel like we have to like spice things up a little bit. But let me know, do you want like if I did like a beginner ballet bar yoga video? It wouldn't be a yoga video, then it would be like, but it's really good for cross training. Specifically, I wanted to throw ballet back into the mix for, there's a yoga pose called brain, come on brain work, Uttita Hasta Padangusthasana, which is hand to big toe pose. And I hate that pose because it's dumb. It's not a very good reason. But ballet really helps with that. So that's why I thought, well, I better throw that in the mix. Anyways, let me know if you want a little ballet tutorial. I could do like a beginner ballet. It's so good for you. It's so good. It uses completely different muscles than yoga. And it's fun. It's kind of fun too. Anyways, so I did that yesterday. So I'll do a whole bunch of stretching today, I think. I'm going to do some yin. And yeah, I'll probably actually do one of my own videos because I like doing my own practice, but I don't know, it's something about a video where you push play and then it just helps me motivate myself because yeah, it just does. Then I do it for sure. Otherwise I like start stretching and then I'm like, oh, laundry, and then, you know, squirrel, something shiny. So yeah, that's going to be my day today, I think. And then what I usually do is take my phone. I don't do Facebook so much, very much. I do try to go on the Vernon Yoga Facebook page to post stuff once in a while, but I don't know. I found that my news feed isn't like the most positive, and Ian, my husband, says you just need to follow the right pages and stuff like that. So whatever. But what I do instead is I actually go to Google. I go to Google because Google knows me better than I know myself, which is just as fascinating and handy as it is scary. So I go to like Google and I just scroll, and it's all like stories and things that are geared for me, which is kind of cool. But some of them I'm like, why would I like that? Why, um, you know? So I like to look at these. Actually, the first couple I don't really care too much about. And I'm not going to click on. As birth rates fall, animals prowl in our abandoned ghost villages. Like, I'm a little bit curious, as like human birth rates fall or animal birth rates fall. I don't, ghost villages. Like, is there a village out there that nobody lives in? Little curious, but not curious enough to click on it. And then COVID. Like, I want to watch a little bit of COVID stuff just to know what's happening, but when your whole news feed is COVID, like, that's a bit much. This one, though, says COVID-19 and eyesight, myopia on the rise during lockdown. I'm not going to click on it, but I bet I know what it is. I bet, because we're all inside, we don't look at far distances anymore. That's my guess. That's what I'm going to guess this article is about. Study filmmaking online, pursue a career as a director, producer, or editor with an online video production diploma. That's cool. I used to work in the film industry, so that was a long time ago, though. But Google knows. Google remembers. What else? Stanley Tucci on his love story with Colin Firth. What? Did I miss a memo there? That must be I'm confused. I like Colin Firth, but I'm not curious enough to click on it. See, this is why Facebook is boring for me. I don't click on anything. I just really scroll and see who's doing what, and then I don't really say anything or do anything. So, my great-grandmother's simple baking hack makes chocolate chip cookies taste next level good. That I'm definitely interested in. Cookies are they're kind of my vice. I eat pretty healthy foods most of the time, but cookies, like, basically if my mom bakes cookies, I don't ever bake cookies, hardly ever, because I just eat all of them. Like, I'll tell the kids, okay, I'm going to bake you cookies today. And then they come home, they're like, where are they? Like, I ate them. Like, I'll literally eat a batch of cookies. It's not good, but it's good. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. One of my favorite tricks, cooling them on paper bags. Why is that a trick? That can't make them taste better. How does that make them taste better? You're right. If you want your chocolate chip cookies to have a slight crispiness to them, paper bags are where it's at, because the paper soaks up some of the extra grease. But isn't that part of the yummy taste? Okay, I feel like I might actually try that. Next. 2 winning tickets sold for Saturday night's Lotto 649 jackpot, won in BC. That's fun. I hope it's somebody who needs it. Because you know when people win the lottery and it's like, oh yeah, a billionaire wins $1 million. And you're like, oh great, that's nice for them. What else? Something about pipelines. That kind of thing I kind of avoid too, because politics, I don't know. There's not much I can do about pipelines. Like, I don't know. I feel like, okay, this is political. It does take a while for the caffeine to sink into my system, just so you know. But like the pipeline, I feel like we should just leave stuff in the ground. We should leave it there. And I don't know. I'm really not. I think like hurting our earth for a few dollars. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think pipelines are not. I don't think we should. I think we should not. And we should not. I really like Trudeau, but I'm not a big pipeline. I think we should just leave it. I think we should stop and we should leave it. I could be missing some crucial information, but I think that there's a way to like keep Earth happy and make money. Like there's got to be a way. I feel strongly about that. COVID. Installing a double kitchen faucet. I need a new kitchen faucet. So Google knows that. Ours is leaking and it's not repairable. What? I don't even know what that means. Turkey's religious authority denounces evil eye charms. I don't understand what that means. I don't know what that even means. I'm like scared to click on stuff because it'll be like, oh, she's interested in Turkey's evil eye charms. But I don't, I just, It's all like COVID. Yeah. Ora Bora Shark Tank update. Where is Ora Bora now? I don't know where Ora Bora was or what Ora Bora is. Don't know. You should be adding baking soda to your ground meat. I don't cook much. I bake. Mostly just for the cookie dough because I like cookie dough. And I know you're not supposed to eat cookie dough. I know you're not supposed to, but I'm thinking like if I get like sick from cookie dough, I shouldn't say it out loud, but like worth it. Like risks and benefits always. Like cookie dough, I really like cookie dough. But you shouldn't eat cookie dough, and I should not either. Something about TikTok, some TikTok star. What do you guys think about TikTok? I used to sort of scroll that, but then like hours would go by and my day was gone and then it was gone because I was on TikTok. So I was like, that I should probably not do anymore. Let's see. How Kate's hairstyle has captured the mood of the nation in its simplicity. Well, I don't know, but I like simplicity. I like minimalism a lot. Game of Thrones, The Mountain, and Irish boxer Stephen Ward's fans want them to clash again. Okay, I like Game of Thrones, but I'm not, maybe I should be into boxing. I don't know anything about this. I don't know why that's in my feed either. Maybe just because I liked Game of Thrones. Something about tennis. Tennis is cool. And then I'm at the end. And then I click on more stories, and I don't go too much longer though. Only if there's something really catching at first. Otherwise, then I'm just pretty much done. Ooh, Harvard professor says outsourcing chores could make you as happy as getting an $18,000 raise. I would agree. Outsourcing. That's actually a really good point, because I know that for my family, we're pretty like, budget conscious. It's important. But we do sometimes outsource like once in a while for things, even though like my husband's like, our income should not, like we should not have people cleaning our house for us. Our income does not, we shouldn't, that doesn't make any sense. But I don't know, just once in a while, like for happiness, because I think it's really, I like that about my life, that my husband and I we don't care too much about money, only because we need it for food and to live here, right? But other than that, like if we have any extra and it makes us happy, that's a good thing. Like we don't spend money on stuff we don't need. So I think money spent so you have more time is a good thing. So I agree. Let's see. 5 zodiac signs who are good at acting and expressing their emotions. I could probably guess what those are. I'm not going to click. It took a global pandemic for me to finally embrace going gray in my 30s. This is good. I think that's what's really good about the pandemic too, is people, when we like couldn't go out to get our nails done, our hair done and stuff like that, you know what I did? I don't think my husband watches my channel, so I'm going to confide in you what I did. So I got a haircut. I cut my own hair. Do not tell my husband. So I watched this video, and what you do is like when your hair is all washed, mine is not. So my apologies for looking super scrubby. But you wash your hair and you divide it like nicely like this, like in the back, like you take a comb and you like really nicely divide it, and it's wet, right? And you have it all straight like this. And then you put an elastic here, make sure you get it all in. And then you have to use like actual hair cutting scissors though. I have some from like my husband has like, Ian has like the whatever you call those. And there was like actual scissors that came with it. So then you go like this and you go like this, and then you follow the line of your fingers. Mine's not straight because my hair's not wet or straight. And then you just cut. And that's it. That is all you do. You like go cut. And yeah, I cut about that much off because it was getting a little scraggly. Because my last haircut was end of June. So July, August, September, October, November, December. Almost 7 months ago. Actually, exactly 7 months yesterday. Yeah. So it was, yeah. But one word of caution, if you're going to do this at home, if your hair is quite thick, mine's quite thick, and it was tricky. It went wonky, like the scissors were like, because it was, yeah. So I tried to like thin it out as much as I could, but my fingers are not like long and elegant. They're like little and short and stubby. So I think if you have longer fingers, it will work better. That's my hair cutting advice, my expert advice on cutting your own hair during COVID. But yeah, like embracing just, if it looks crooked, meh, I don't go out anywhere. And when I do, I can just do my infamous Janeway hairdo like this. This is what I do sometimes, like that. Just go like that. Isn't it beautiful? Just like that there. Yeah, don't be jealous. I should try. I should do my hair. That was one thing I was thinking I should try, even though one piece of advice I got at one point was, why do we always like do our hair and makeup and go out and shave and wear cologne and whatever we do to go out and impress our coworkers. But then when we come home to our spouses and our kids, we just kind of take it all off and go bleh. So yeah, so I was thinking I should try at home. I didn't get very far with that. I cut my hair poorly. Step one. Anyways, just finishing up my coffee now. I'll end this here. Let me know, is this a good idea or not? Because I do this every day. And usually I talk out loud as well. I don't think that's a sign of going crazy unless you answer yourself. That's what I've heard. So I'm here anyways. Let me know what you guys think. Have a really, really good rest of your day. And I'll see you next time on whatever video that may be. Namaste.